You're making sales, money's coming in, but every time you sit down to look at your bookkeeping, you either freeze up, close the laptop, or maybe you just avoid it entirely. And tax season, you don't even want to think about it. You've thought about hiring a bookkeeper, but the price tag made you shut that idea down fast. So you're kind of just stuck in this no man's land, knowing that your books need to get done, but having no idea how to actually do them right. Well, what if I told you there's a third option you probably haven't even considered? Let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome to the Boutique Bookkeeper Show, where we take the mystery out of your money and make your numbers make sense. I'm Megan, virtual bookkeeper and bookkeeping coach, and I love helping female boutique owners just like you finally feel confident about the financial side of your business. If you're tired of feeling anxious every time you have to open QuickBooks, or if you're making sales but constantly left wondering, where did all that money go? You're in the right place. We'll cover all things bookkeeping and taxes, all in plain English, so you can be less intimidated by the numbers and finally start to use them to help you grow a profitable boutique. So, if you're ready to stop avoiding this whole numbers thing and start keeping more of the money you make, grab your coffee and your calculator and let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Boutique Bookkeeper Show. I'm Megan, and today we are going to be talking about what a bookkeeping coach actually is, why it might be exactly what you need, and how it's totally different from just hiring someone to do your books for you. Because here's the thing, most boutique owners don't even know this option exists, but by the end of the episode, you will know exactly what it is. Let's start with the two options that most boutique owners think they have when it comes to their bookkeeping. Option one is to simply hire a bookkeeper. You get to hand it all off and never think about it again, right? That sounds pretty awesome. Except for when you look at the price tag and realize that's just maybe not in the budget right now. So that option kind of goes out the window. Option two you see is you just got to figure it out yourself, right? You Google some stuff, maybe watch a YouTube video or two. You sign up for QuickBooks and you get in there and you just try to make it work. Except you're never really quite sure if you're doing it right. And that anxiety just kind of sits there in the back of your mind every single time you have to think about your finances. It's kind of like thinking that your only two options for getting in shape are either hiring this full-time personal trainer or just winging it at the gym with zero plan. But what about hiring a coach? Someone who teaches you what to do, walks you through it, and makes sure you actually understand what you're doing so you can eventually do it confidently on your own. Well, that's the third option, and that's exactly what a bookkeeping coach does. Now, I'm going to let you in on a quick little secret here. I don't actually know if bookkeeping coach is a real term that's out there in the marketplace, but that's what I like to call myself. And quite honestly, if you Google bookkeeping coach, you're not going to find a lot of us out there. But before I get into what working with a bookkeeping coach actually looks like, I want to talk about why boutique bookkeeping specifically is harder than maybe most people realize, because this is so important. So if you have a friend who runs some type of service-based business, like a photographer or a virtual assistant, their books are honestly pretty simple. Money comes in, expenses go out, done. But your books as a retailer, there's multiple layers. So you have inventory to track, you've got cost of goods sold, you have sales tax, which has multiple layers of complexity in and of itself. And on top of that, you're probably using multiple different payment processors, maybe Shopify, Square, you've got PayPal connected, Sezzle, and all of that has to be accounted for correctly. Now, QuickBooks Online can absolutely handle all of this. It's the only software we use for all of our clients. But it only works if it's set up right for your retail business from the start. And that's kind of where a bookkeeping coach comes in. So, what does a bookkeeping coach actually do? Well, let me tell you how I got here because I think this will help make it click. So, when I first started my business as a virtual bookkeeper almost 5 years ago now, I very quickly noticed something. And I noticed that there were so many business owners in general out there who genuinely couldn't afford to hire someone to do their books for them. But they just felt completely lost trying to do it all themselves. And it's not that they were bad at business or bad at numbers or bad at money. They had just never been taught how to do this. And quite frankly, nobody was helping them. So that's kind of when I added bookkeeping coach to what I do. Again, I don't know if that's a real term, but that's what I call myself. Because if I wasn't going to be able to be a full service bookkeeper for everyone, I wanted to be a teacher, a coach, someone who takes you by the hand and walks you through exactly what you need to do step by step so that you can actually understand what's happening in your finances so you can manage them yourself with confidence. And here's what changes when you have that type of support. First, you stop avoiding your books because avoidance almost always comes from confusion. So when you actually know what you're doing, it stops feeling scary. You open QuickBooks, you know exactly what you need to do, you get it done, and you move on with your day. No big deal. Second, tax season stops being this stressful scramble every year. And when your books are accurate all year long because you've been doing them correctly, handing things off to your tax guy or gal is totally fine. There's no panic. There's no, wait, that deadline's coming up, right? You just have clean, accurate numbers that you can pull at any point during the year. And third, you start making real business decisions from real data, not gut feelings, not guessing, but actual numbers that you can understand and trust. And that is truly where the confidence comes from. Now, who is this actually for? So a bookkeeping coach is perfect for you if you are a DIYer, someone who's doing it yourself, who wants to make sure you're doing it right. And if you are a if you're a boutique owner who can't afford full service bookkeeping right now, but you know your books need to get done, this could be for you. Or maybe you've been winging it and deep down you know you've really been winging it, but maybe you're finally ready to get a system in place. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. You don't have to choose between paying someone else to handle everything or struggling through it alone. There is a middle option, and a bookkeeping coach gives you the knowledge, they give you the system and the support to help you manage your books and this money side of your business with confidence. And when you can do that, everything starts to change. You stop dreading tax season. You stop avoiding the numbers entirely. And you can finally start running your boutique with the confidence that the numbers provide. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, Megan, this sounds great, but how does this logistically play out? Well, I have some very exciting news to share. In 1 week from today, so on Monday, April 20th, I am officially launching the Bookkeeping Made Simple for Boutiques membership. And inside the membership, I will hold your hand through all things related to your bookkeeping. There are training videos, templates, live Q&A calls, and one of the best parts of being a founding member in the membership is you get to help me shape what this community looks like. So I want to hear feedback. I want to hear what other resources you guys will find available so I can add them into the membership. So if you want to add your name to the waitlist so you can be among the first notified when the doors open, head to findingfreedomfinancial.com/membership. And if you are at all interested in this, I really want to encourage you to join the waitlist. There is no commitment by joining the waitlist, but the doors are only going to be open until April 30th, and I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity if you think this is something that you could benefit from. So sign up at findingfreedomfinancial.com/membership and add yourself to the list. I am truly just so excited to help so many more of you truly start to feel confident in all of this money stuff. So I am really excited for this. But that is all that I have for you today. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode. I'll see you there. Hey there, and thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that I shared something that helped you feel just a little bit more confident in understanding all the numbers in your boutique business. If you found this helpful, don't forget to go and leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That's the best way for other boutique owners just like you to find this podcast so I can help them feel just a little bit more confident in their numbers as well. If you have any questions about what you heard today, hop on over to Instagram and send me a DM at Finding Freedom Financial. I'll be back again real soon, but in the meantime, go implement or take action on something you learned today. I promise your future self will thank you.